Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Yo, check it out, right? We got the biggest breaking news going on. I'm gonna run this back. I'm gonna let y'all know the reason and why Tory Lanez allegedly got stabbed out west. And I'm speaking on this because there was a misconception of how California gangbangers, that I know act and move. Because they said that Tory was green lighted and the other blacks in the jail said that it was all right for another race to do something to Tory. That's not the Crips and Bloods I know from out west. I'm going to break down why. Sit back, listen to the whole joint. Got Oskino speaking on it. And we also got Freeway Rick speaking on it. Video coming up. Man, just enjoy the ride. All right? You know, this unique Mecca audio, man. I'm gonna play this video. I ain't gonna make this too long. I'm gonna make it to the point. Make sure you hit that like button and let's keep it moving. This is Vlad asking Oskino about Tory Lanez being stabbed up, in the jail out west, from bad etiquette.
The dude that stabbed him had a girlfriend and claimed that Tory was like flirting with her.
In the visiting room or something, right?
The visiting room or something like that, right? Yeah. Now, you got to understand, this is a pedophile who's doing life in prison. Getting a girlfriend is not the easiest thing in the world for a guy like this.
Are you a pedophile?
Right? Oh. I think about my dating life and how hard it is to find a girl that we both like and we want to build something together. And I'm not in jail doing life in prison as a pedophile.
Who's really trying to kill him?
Oh, yeah. So I actually even heard, I think Freeway Ricky told me this, was that he actually went to the black gangs in prison and got permission to stab up Tory. And they said, yeah, go ahead. That's a violation here. Go ahead.
They came and had a meeting with him and told him what happened. And everybody threw their hands up and said they didn't have nothing to do with it.
Oh, so the guy that stabbed him met with all the shot callers and they all said, okay, go ahead, do what you gotta do.
Yep.
We don't care if this guy's a rapper or singer or whatever.
Right, he violated.
It's a violated. Different set of rules. And you're saying the next prison he goes to, there's still a green light on him.
Yep.
For that type of thing. It's that serious.
That's what the guy told me.
Hey, yo, first of all, that's bull crap. That don't happen on the main lines in California from the men that I've met. That's what they call, a dropout yard for dudes that drop out the gangs. So they move under a different set of rules, but I don't want you under any circumstances to think that the blacks in California is gonna green light them doing something to another black man instead of them dealing with that black man themselves, because that's the way it moves. No one put their hands on your race other than someone of your race, and 9 times out of 10, that's for some form of discipline. But another race can't discipline one race about the other, because then the race that's being disciplined look like they soft, and before you know it, everyone run over them and their race is on their knees or washing clothes. If you understand. That's why I say don't go to prison. It's not worth it. But now they're going to speak on how he tried to talk to somebody's girl on a visit. That's the number one no-no that every man knows on his own. You don't even really need to be told that. I was told that. But, now that I look back at it, it's like I didn't even need to be told that. But, I did, because in that mentality, I'm still thinking I'm on the street, I'm doing something slick, I'm pulling a chick, even if it's in the visiting hall while I'm doing time and he doing time, and this is his last, and he'll be willing to die for his last, when I'm just having fun to make time pass. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? But, that's how real that is. But I'm going to let Oskino speak on it a little bit, and then I'm gonna get back in it. All right, sit back and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, when I seen the video,
No, that was attempted murder.
yeah, he tried to kill him.
That wasn't like a message. That was like, oh, let me poke you a couple times
tried
to
to
show
kill
you
him.
what's up. No, that's like, I'm trying to kill you to the best of my ability, and I'm going to keep stabbing you until someone stops me.
My whole thing is,
Just so you could understand, right? That is that young man's mentality, because he's looking at it like, if Tory's trying to take his girl is his lifeline, he can't live without her. So therefore, if Tory takes her, he will die from a broken heart. And before he succumbed to that, he chose to fight to live. And that's to keep his girl in his grips while he's in prison, because that's the only lifeline he got, or hope of something beautiful that would tell him the things his soul needs to hear. That's how hard it is in prison. So if you youngins think you want to go run and jump, try it. That's on you. But anyway, let's get back to, us, go we ride.
that's how you know he don't have prison etiquette. Because any person that's been in prison before, no, that's the one thing you never do.
No,
Never.
I even I heard different versions of the story. Like someone told me that the girl was flirting with Tory.
It don't matter.
And Tory told the dude, thinking it was the right thing to do. It's like, you leave that shit alone.
That's what I'm saying. Like, say me and you in the prison visiting room.
Yeah.
I don't even care if you're a chump or not. That's your visit. I don't even look over there.
Huh.
I mean, I don't even look over there. Not too much. Like, it don't matter, because it's just like that's a person only contact to the outside world. You don't play with that.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I was saying. That's why I played this, so you could hear someone else speak on it and speak facts on it. Because that's all a man has when he's in prison. She's writing them, she's coming to visit him, she's accepting phone calls, she's sending food package, ain't nobody else doing nothing. And then here goes a millionaire R&B singer trying to take that from you. How would you respond? I want you to be honest and put it in the comments how you'll respond to that. All right? Now, it's so crazy because dude is on the visit, he chilling with his girl, and here comes Tory winking at it, and Tory goes back and tell him, yo, your girl was winking at me. What the hell was on Tory's mind? Who did he think the dude was gonna believe? Her or him? Even if the girl did wink at him, you think the girl is gonna tell him, yeah, I was winking at him, or you think the girl is gonna say, nah, that girl was winking at me? And then now he believe her, and he gotta show her how hard he'll go for her word. Because the only way he can show how hard he'll go while he's in there and ain't got no contact to the outside world is to do something to someone that's in there. So Tory Lanez's life became at the hands of this young man that was being controlled by the heart of this young lady. Do you understand how we walking through the wisdom here, so you can understand the knowledge that I'm speaking, so I know we all dealing with equality, because we are gods and capable of doing what we need to do, because God created us in his image and he gave us the will. And with that will, we can see what the will of the people is. And it's not to go on a visit trying to talk to another man's girl. It's not to allegedly shoot a girl in the foot. None of that. But then they have something called Sister Karma. Karma is nothing nice. Make sure you subscribe to my daughter's YouTube channel, Juanita Mecca Audio, and Real Boss TTTV. That's my brother, and cop the book of Raw in Harlem. See how I did that all in one womp? You see how I did that all in one womp? But anyway, right? So that's where we at. But I try and tell you that it's not worth it. Don't go to prison. I seen all types of things happen in the visiting hall. I seen a dude's, mother being ripped by a razor blade across her beautiful face in the visiting hall. Could you imagine seeing somebody jumping across the table trying to rip a hole in your mother's face? This is what's on the other side of that. And if they would have separated Tory and dude would have seen him out in that visiting hall, that's how he would have been jumping over the tables like Rambo to get to Tory, to defend the honor of the only love he has. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, or this is too much for you? Huh? Let's get back to Skeeto, man, because we riding. All right.
I mean, so, but you know, he's from Canada. He's never been to prison.
He's never been to prison. He's not a criminal like that.
And plus, he probably paying people off to protect them. Probably that they protect them for everything, but they probably don't.
Not for that.
But I know one thing, he makes some good music, man.
No, he's dope, man. He's dope. And I feel like,
I wish he wasn't.
I stated, like, you know, sorry to interrupt you, but like I stated, you know, when I said, like, yo, I'm trolling, and at the end I said, listen, like, I do hope that Tory does get an early release. He's already done 2.5 years. The amount of violence inflicted on him is way worse than what Megan got. Yes. So I don't think anyone really have a problem at this point with him getting out early. He's more than, you know, paid his debt to society. He's going to get deported. Like, yo, let the dude just live out the rest of his life. But it's not up to me. But I would.
All right, so that's what that is, right? Don't go to prison. Stay on the sidewalk. Stay out the street. The streets is not for you. They got rules like you wouldn't even believe that you couldn't phantom, and you don't get a chance to debate them when you step in the street because you don't know who you're going to run across and how deeply they're standing on that rule that you muddying the line and straddling the line with, and they'll die for that line. So that's why I say, stay in your lane, man. Everyone wasn't born to be a criminal. And it's no honor in being a criminal. It's really a dishonor because you're dishonoring your community and even what your very parents wanted for you. Well, at least your mother. Because all mothers I know had good hopes for their children. Not all, but, you know, because some of them just wasn't, you know, all right. But anyway, so that's where we at with that. I just want y'all to understand, man, that it's not worth it. That's why I do these videos, so y'all know, stay off the streets, stay out the crap, and don't go to nobody prison and you ain't got to worry about it. Make sure you subscribe to my daughter YouTube channel, man. Once again, you know, Juanita Mecca Audio, you know what I mean? And Real Boss TTTV. All right, and put it in the comments. Let me get up out of here.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime. Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. An Instagram page and a YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca Audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, you we got a lot to give. Now you trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't a